Hello students, I am Bindu. Hope you are doing well. Great. Look at the picture on the screen. The picture shows three friends and a farmer. Gurupreet, Madhu and Tina were walking through the village where they saw a farmer tilling land. The farmer told them that he is growing wheat and just added manure to the soil. To make it more fertile. He told the children that the wheat would fetch a good price in the mandi, from where it would be taken to factories to make bread and biscuits from flour. This transformation from a plant, wheat, to a finished product, bread, biscuits and flour, involves three types of economic activities. They are primary activities, secondary activities and tertiary activities. Primary activities include all those connected with the extraction and production of natural resources. For example, agriculture, fishing and gathering. Secondary activities are concerned with the processing of these resources, manufacturing of steel, baking of bread and weaving of cloth are examples of this activity. Tertiary activities provide support to the primary and secondary sectors through services, transport, trade, banking, insurance and advertising are examples of tertiary activities. Learning outcomes. You will be able to learn what is agriculture, farm system, types of farming, keywords, sericulture, commercial rearing of silkworms. It may supplement the income of the farmer. Pisciculture, breeding of fish in specially constructed tanks and ponds. Viticulture, cultivation of grapes. Horticulture, growing vegetables, flowers, and fruits for commercial use. This is the concept map of the lesson. Agriculture is a primary activity. The word agriculture is derived from the Latin words ager or agri, meaning soil, and culture, meaning cultivation. It includes growing crops, fruits, vegetables, flowers, and rearing livestock. In the world, 50% of persons are engaged in agriculture activity. Two-thirds of India's population is still dependent on agriculture. The favorable topography of soil and climate is vital for agricultural activity. The land on which the crops are grown is known as arable land. In the map, you can see that agricultural activity is concentrated in those regions of the world where suitable factors for the growing of crops exist. Now, let's understand the farm system. Agriculture or farming can be looked at as a system. The important inputs are seeds, fertilizers, machinery, and labor. Some of the operations involved are plowing, sowing, irrigation, weeding, and harvesting. The outputs from the system include crops, wool, dairy, and poultry products. Now, let's further understand different types of farming. Farming is practiced in various ways across the world, depending upon the geographical conditions, demand of produce, labor, and the level of technology. Farming can be classified into two main types. These are subsistence farming and commercial farming. Subsistence farming. This type of farming is practiced to meet the needs of the farmer's family. Traditionally, low levels of technology and household labor are used to produce on small output. Subsistence farming can be further classified as intensive subsistence, and primitive subsistence farming. So, what is intensive subsistence farming? In intensive subsistence agriculture, the farmer cultivates a small plot of land using simple tools and more labor. Climate with large number of days with sunshine and fertile soils permits the growing of more than one crop annually on the same plot. Rice is the main crop. Other crops include wheat, maize, pulses, and oil seeds. Intensive subsistence agriculture is prevalent in the thickly populated areas of the monsoon regions of South, Southeast, and East Asia. Let's move to the next type. What is primitive subsistence farming? Primitive subsistence agriculture includes shifting cultivation and nomadic herding. Shifting cultivation is practiced in the thickly forested areas of Amazon basin, tropical Africa, parts of Southeast Asia, and Northeast India. These are the areas of heavy rainfall and quick regeneration of vegetation. A plot of land is cleared by felling the trees and burning them. The ashes are then mixed with the soil and crops like maize, yam, potatoes, and cassava are grown. After the soil loses its fertility, the land is abandoned and the cultivator moves to a new plot. Shifting cultivation is also known as slash and burn agriculture. Now, let's understand what is nomadic herding. Nomadic herding is practiced in the semi-arid and arid regions of Sahara. Central Asia and some parts of India like Rajasthan and Jammu and Kashmir. In this type of farming, herdsmen move from place to place. With their animals for fodder and water along defined routes. This type of movement arises in response to climatic constraints and terrain. Sheep, camel, yak, and goats are most commonly reared. They provide milk, meat, wool, hides, and other products to the herders and their families. Second type of farming is called commercial farming. In commercial farming, crops are grown and animals are reared for sale in the market. The area cultivated and the amount of capital used is large. Most of the work is done by machines. Commercial farming includes commercial grain farming, mixed farming, and plantation agriculture. In commercial grain farming, crops are grown for commercial purpose. Wheat and maize are common commercially grown grains. Major areas where commercial grain farming is practiced are temperate grasslands of North America, Europe, and Asia. These areas are sparsely populated with large farms spreading over hundreds of hectares. Severe winters restrict the growing season and only a single crop can be grown. In mixed farming, the land is used for growing food and further crops and rearing livestock. It is practiced in Europe, Eastern USA, Argentina, Southeast Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa. Other type of commercial farming is plantations. Plantations are a type of commercial farming where single crop of tea, coffee, sugarcane, cashew, rubber, banana or cotton are grown, and a large amount of labor and capital is required. The produce may be processed on the farm itself or in nearby factories. The development of a transport network is thus essential for such farming. Major plantations are found in the tropical regions of the world. Rubber in Malaysia, coffee in Brazil, tea in India and Sri Lanka are some examples. So, in this video, we have seen what is agriculture, farm system, types of farming. Hope you enjoyed the session. We will continue in the next part.